Okay guys, so this is Supreme Z and I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your first Facebook ad. Okay guys, so here we are inside the computer and I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your first Facebook ad. Now if you don't know what a Facebook ad is, I'm going to show you exactly what one looks like. Don't feel ashamed or anything like that. Not everybody knows what a Facebook ad is. You might not be aware, but I'm going to show you exactly what one is, and as I scroll down, second one down, of course, is a Facebook ad. So this is something that we're going to be setting up, something that looks a little bit similar to this. We're going to get your brand, your product, your company, whatever it is you want to advertise into the Facebook feed. We're going to get more attention onto whatever it is that you want to get more attention onto. So here is Salesforce ad. They're just running, their CRM for the small businesses. So this is what we're going to set up, something that looks a little bit like this, but instead of Salesforce, it's going to be your brand, your company, whatever it may be that you want to promote. So let's get straight into setting up our first Facebook ad. Now, before we go any further, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have a Facebook page. Now, this may not be obvious to a lot of people, so if you haven't got a Facebook page for your business already, and that's not the same as a profile, by the way, if you haven't got a Facebook page set up already for your business, you're going to want to do that. So pause this video, go away, learn about how to set up your first Facebook page for your business. It's really simple how to do it, take you no more than 5 minutes. All you do is come up here to the top right hand side, click this down arrow and come down to create page. Really simple, just follow the instructions, go away, watch a video on how to do it, come back. Once you've done that, we're going to set up our first Facebook ad. So to set up your first Facebook ad, all you need to do is come over to the top right hand side like we did just now for the create the Facebook page and click on create ads. Once you do that, you're going to be greeted to a page that looks a lot like this. It's going to be exactly the same, actually. I don't know why I said that. So it may look a little bit intimidating to start with, but it's really not. As soon as you get your head around this and exactly what you have to do, it's really simple, guys. So don't be thrown off by any of this. I'm going to walk through exactly what you need to do with each of these 3 things that we see in front of us. So what we are greeted with here at the moment is the 3 objectives, right? Simple enough to start with. So we have the awareness here on the left hand side, consideration in the middle, and on the right hand side we have conversion. So what are these objectives? What do they do? And we want to get this right straight away. A lot of people fall down at the first hurdle. What you select here is going to have a big impact on the type of results you get for whatever product or ad you're running for whatever product or service, or want to get more awareness for your business, whatever it is. We want to get it right straight away here in these 3 objectives. So pretty simple to start with. So on the left hand side, like I said, we have awareness. So the idea of awareness is objectives that generate interest in your product or service. Then in the middle we have consideration, objectives that get people to start thinking about your business and look for more information about it. Then we have conversions, so objectives that encourage people interested in your business to purchase or use your product or service. Really simple to start with, guys. So whatever it is your outcome is, it's probably going to fall into one of these categories. So I'm just going to walk through each of these categories and what each item does under each category. So we've already gone over awareness, consideration, and conversion. So let's go here to brand awareness. Now this one's extremely simple. Basically, if you're looking to get more eyes on your business, you're just looking to get your brand and your ideas out into the marketplace, get more people to be aware of what you're doing, your brand, your company, your logo, whatever it is. This is brand awareness. Now, this is going to be absolutely perfect for that. Not a lot of people actually use brand awareness, and depending on what type of objective you're trying to achieve, if you haven't got a big marketing budget, I'd say steer clear of brand awareness. But if you've got a ton of money and you want to set up Facebook ads for each different one of these objectives, then be my guest. But if you're just looking to get more sales, more conversions, and make more, positive ROI on whatever ad spend that you actually use, then brand awareness I'd steer clear of. So it says here, increase awareness for your brand by reaching people who are more likely to be interested in it. And then we have reach, which is exactly the same thing, but in reach you can set a number of times that people, like each individual person, sees your Facebook ad. So it might not go as deep in your audience that you set up, and I'll go through audiences in just a moment, but it might not go as deep. People might not see your ad as often, but it's going to go further, so it's going to go wider. You're going to spread out that ad across multiple different people, so you can set up that ad to be shown no more than one time per person per day, or you can set it up for somebody to see it no more than twice per day. That's the difference between brand awareness and reach. So like I said, if you're looking to get a positive ROI on your ad spend, then I'd probably steer clear of awareness. But if you've just got a ton of money to drop into Facebook ads, you want to get more people aware of your business, your product, your ideas, whatever it is, brand awareness would be a good way to go. So let's move on to consideration. So first one we have is traffic. Now, traffic is basically sending people from Facebook to whatever page you want. Maybe it's your YouTube, maybe it's your business website, maybe it's your products, maybe it's your Shopify store, maybe it's your Amazon store. It doesn't matter. It's sending people off of Facebook onto whatever it is, some destination of your choosing. So we'll just hover over here and we'll just give you the official Facebook definition of this. So send more people to a destination on or off of Facebook, such as a website, app, messenger conversation, sorry. So we're going to move on to engagement. So basically this is driving more people to basically some of your posts or videos inside of Facebook for your Facebook page. So if you're looking to, you've just put out a nice piece of content and you want more people aware of this content on Facebook, you've just posted it on your Facebook page, and you want to get more likes, more shares, then engagement would be a good place to start. So let's get the official Facebook explanation for this. So get more post engagement, page likes, or even events responses or offer claims. So again, you can get more page likes for your page, people signing up for your event or claiming your whatever offer you have. App installs, pretty self-explanatory. So basically getting people to install more of your mobile apps or whatever it is you're trying to get them to install. So let's just hover over here and exactly what I've just said. Get more people to install your app. Simple enough. Video views, it says exactly what it does on the box. So get more people to view your video. So if you post a video inside of Facebook, basically Facebook's going to boost this out to a load of people that fit your audience and demographic, and they're just going to watch your video and you're going to get more views. Simple as that, guys. So get more views to your video content. Again, very simple. Lead generation. So getting more people to sign up so you can get their contact information, generate more leads for your business. So if you provide a service and you're looking to generate more leads, this would be a great way to go. So you can get more emails, phone numbers, addresses, whatever it is you're looking for, you could do that through lead generation. So let's look at the official Facebook explanation. Drive more sale leads, such as email addresses from people interested in your brand or business. And then messages is basically just get more people to send messages to your business in Messenger or WhatsApp. So if you're looking to drive more messages to your business, that would be a good place to go. And then conversions. So this is going to be driving more people to land take the objective that you're looking for them to take. So if you're looking to drive more sales, or looking to drive more, collect more email addresses or phone calls to your business, or get more store visits, then here is where you would set that up. So drive more valuable actions on your website, app, or messenger. And then we have catalog sales. So create ads that automatically show items from your catalog based on your target audience. So basically, I'm sure you've seen it before, but if you have like a ton of different products on your website, basically you can set it up to show people these products that have been, interested in your brand or service or whatever it is, your business. So, and then we'll look at store traffic. So, get more people, customers into your store. So, drive more visits to your physical store by showing ads to people who are nearby. So, like I said, we want to get this right from the get-go. We don't want to fall over at the first hurdle and get really bad results in the future. So after we set up our ads, we don't want to get bad results. We want to get good results. We want to get a positive ROI on our money as soon as we possibly can. So here is why we want to take this seriously. Now, a lot of people come in here and they're like, well, I'm looking to drive more sales to my business, so I'm going to get more traffic. That's what I need, more traffic, more traffic, more traffic. Now, you don't want to just set up for traffic. If you're looking to get more sales on your website, you're going to want to do a conversion ad. Basically, and this is why, I can understand the thinking behind, well, if I drive more traffic to my website, then I'm going to get more sales. That's not necessarily true. The reason why Mark Zuckerberg sat in front of Congress this time last year is not because Facebook has too little power. It's because Facebook has a huge amount of power, and Congress, the government, they're scared. Facebook has a ton of power, and they're worried about it. We had that whole Russia thing, So, Facebook has a lot of power. So Facebook basically knows and shows people who are like ADHD on Facebook. They'll basically show ads to people who can't stick on Facebook. They just have to be clicking something. So they basically show your ad to people who just can't sit still inside of Facebook, always clicking on things. So when your ad finishes and reaches the end, it's going to look like it's done extremely well because you set it up for traffic, but that traffic is not necessarily good traffic. It's just people that are just really good at clicking buttons and articles inside of Facebook. Well, if you want more sales, that's going to be conversions, because Facebook knows the people who are more likely and more, what's the word I'm looking for? More often go through whatever funnel that people set up. So conversions are going to drive more sales. Traffic is just, Facebook is literally going to show people your ad to people who click off of Facebook a ton of times. That's not going to get you a lot of sales. If you're looking for sales, you need to tell Facebook, hey, I'm looking to sell this product. I'm looking for sales. So you're going to set up a conversion ad. Now, a lot of times, you can use traffic ads. Traffic ads are not bad. If you're looking to build up audiences for your website, and I'll go into what audiences are in a moment. Facebook, it's extremely important to build audiences inside of Facebook. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up traffic ads. So you want to get more people to read your blog. So a traffic ad would be a perfect way to do that. But if you're looking for more sales and more conversions, looking for more email addresses, more opt-ins, again, conversion ads is the best way to go. Conversion ads, like I said, it's just going to Facebook is just going to show your ad to people who are more likely to go through your funnel. Facebook knows exactly who goes through funnels through which ads. So which ads, they know exactly who to show your ad to if you're looking for conversions. That's what I'm looking to say. Yeah. So basically, a couple of months ago, I was working with someone who was using Facebook ads, and they were looking to drive more sign-ups for their email list or more discovery calls. But the way they'd gone about it is they posted a video, and then they boosted it using the video views. And they had a ton of video views, but they weren't getting any clicks to their website, and they had like 3 clicks to their website and no conversions, no sign-ups to their discovery calls, and they're like, well, why didn't I get any clicks to my, why didn't I get any signups? I had all of these people watch this video, I had a few clicks to my website, but yeah, I had no conversions. And I was like, well, yeah, because Facebook's showing your ad to people who like to watch videos. They want to get, Facebook wants to get you the best results it possibly can, because if you keep buying Facebook ads and you get terrible results, you're not going to come back to Facebook and use Facebook ads, are you? So, if you're looking for more sales and conversions, conversions is the way to go. If you're looking for more traffic to your website, to build an audience, get more blog, get people reading your blog, your articles, whatever, getting more people onto your website, traffic's the way to go. If you're looking for engagement to your articles that you post on Facebook, you want to get more Facebook likes, then the engagement ad's the way to go. If you're looking for more app installs, Facebook is going to show your ad to people who click off of Facebook and download apps, because it's looking to get you the best amount of results possible. And the key to Facebook ads, I want you to keep this in mind, so write this down if you have to. The key to Facebook ads is giving back as much of the work back to Facebook as you can. So making Facebook do as much as the work as possible. All you have to do is set up the ad, and Facebook will do the rest. If you give Facebook the information it needs, you're going to get massive amounts of ROI on your ads. You're going to get huge amounts of results. But if you don't do that and you start trying to do all the work you possibly can yourself, then you're not going to get as good of results. If you're looking for video views for whatever video you post on your Facebook, then video views is going to be the way to go. If you're looking for lead generation, you can either use this one, which is going to keep the ad inside of Facebook, going to keep people inside of Facebook developing leads, collecting email addresses and phone numbers and whatnot, or you could set that up for conversions. Now, I'd recommend A/B split testing, and I'm going to go through A/B split testing at the end of this video, so be sure to stay around to that. But, so you could set up a landing page where you have an opt-in form to collect email addresses, and you can test that against lead generation ads inside of Facebook. So basically, you set up your ad and it have a lead generation form already built into that inside of Facebook, so people don't even have to leave Facebook. But it depends, what type of leads you're looking for, what quality, how much quality leads are you looking for. So I definitely recommend testing that between conversion and lead generation ads, but we can go into that at another point in the video. And then obviously if you're looking for messages, set up a messenger ad. You don't want to just be driving traffic, like I said, oh yeah, I'm looking to get as much traffic onto my website as possible so I can just drive more sales. That's not how it works. If you're looking for more sales, looking for more email signups or phone calls, whatever it is, you're looking for a specific objective, a specific goal, make sure you set it up for the conversions and tell Facebook exactly what you're looking for. Then Facebook will take that information and show your ad to the most relevant people who are more likely to go through your funnel. So simple as that. But that's, I'd recommend taking a little bit of time to think about this, get this right first. It's going to make a huge difference in the type of results you get at the end of your Facebook campaigns. So for this, I'm just going to set up, a traffic ad to build more of an audience for my website, for my business, get more views to my blog. It's the simplest one to do. We could do conversions. Now, basically, I want to show you. Well, I want to tell you now that setting up these ads, they all look very similar when you're setting them up, but there's a few key variables that we go through. I'm going to set up a basic Facebook traffic ad, just to show you exactly how to set up your first Facebook ad, and then we'll go through exactly some of the different variables in a moment. But actually, before I do that, I want to talk about sort of social proof for your Facebook ad. Basically, I'm sure you're all aware of what social proof is. If you come across a Facebook ad that has a ton of likes, a ton of shares, and a ton of comments, it's going to have, more authority, isn't it? You're going to think that that's a much better product or brand. We all do it. If you come across a restaurant that has a ton of 5 stars, you're going to think, well, it's clearly a good restaurant. Everybody says it's great. It's got 5 stars. Let's go to that restaurant. Exactly the same for Facebook ads. If people are scrolling through their feed, they come across a Facebook ad, they're engaged, it catches their attention for whatever reason, it's looking to drive more sales to the company business or whatever, and it has a ton of shares, ton of likes, ton of comments, then people are more likely to click on that. It kind of gets to the, it's kind of the snowball effect. Once it starts getting more and more engagement, it's going to get more and more engagement as time goes on. Because people will think, well, obviously this is a good ad to click on, whatever product or service it is, people love it. So one of the ways you can easily get this going to start with is posting your product, whatever article, your ad inside of your Facebook page to start with, and then coming back into this and boosting it on the back end. And I'll show you exactly how to do that, but just keep this in mind, the engagement aspect of things. So basically what I would do is for my first Facebook ad that I was looking to run, I would post it inside of my Facebook page, and then I would boost that on the back end for engagement to get that social proof, and then I would look to run whatever sort of ad, conversions or traffic, whatever it is I'm looking for, after it's got its social proof. But I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up in just a moment, but just keep that in mind. Another thing that I want you to keep in mind is, like we've been saying, is the Facebook audience. So you want to start building up your Facebook audience as soon as you possibly can. Like I said, you want to kick back as much of the work to Facebook as you possibly can. And one of the most effective ways to do that is building up an audience that either know of your brand or could be interested in your brand, so a lookalike audience. And basically what that is you're saying, hey Facebook, here is my audience. I want you to take this audience and find an audience exactly like that who don't already know about my brand, product, service, whatever it is. So kick back as much of the work as you possibly can to Facebook. And one of the ways you can do that is installing a Facebook pixel. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Jesus Christ, a Facebook pixel. I'm not dealing with any code, nothing like that. No, guys, seriously, it's extremely simple to set up a Facebook pixel, and you want to do it as fast as you possibly can. As soon as you set up a Facebook page, set up a Facebook pixel on your website so you can start collecting data as quick as you possibly can. Even if you don't use Facebook ads going forward, you think, well, I want to use Google Ads, it's going to be more effective for my business, or YouTube ad, whatever. You want to have that Facebook pixel set up so it's collecting that data. So if you ever do come back to Facebook, you can say, oh, right, so these are the people that are coming to my website. And then you can kick that back to Facebook and say, these are the people coming to my website. I want to target these people for my brand, product, or service. Or you could say, these are the people coming to my website. I want to target people exactly like these people that don't know of my brand or product or service. One of the ways you can build an audience is through video views, and I'll go into that in another video, because audiences and building audiences is a whole another ballpark. It's extremely simple to do, and like I said, it's gonna help you drive huge amounts of ROIs if you kick back as many audiences and build as many audiences as you possibly can and send them to Facebook and say, this is what I'm targeting. But video views is another great way to build an audience. Basically, post a video on inside of your Facebook page, boost out that video to your target demographic, get as many videos as you possibly can, and then say to Facebook, hey, I want to target people who watch 8% of this video, or I want to target people who are like the people who watched 80% of this video, and that and then Facebook will just find people that are very similar to people who are engaging with your brand, product, or service. Simple as that. Like I said, the key to Facebook ads is kicking back as much of the work to Facebook as you possibly can. These are the guys, they have all of the power. They know everything about, you know, their users inside of Facebook, for better or for worse. You know, you may have your own feelings about that, but if you're looking to make money, hey man, that's a good way to do it. You know, go to Facebook and you leverage their services because they have all of the information. So I just want to quickly show you what a Facebook pixel is. Basically, it's a piece of code that goes inside of your website, and I'm going to create another video. It's extremely easy to set up your Facebook pixel inside of your website. Don't be freaking out. It's just a piece of code. You insert it into your into your website, and then it will start collecting information based on who's coming to your website. So basically I have the Facebook pixel helper set up here, and basically let me show you what this does. So if I reload the Dyson website, we're going to watch this. Basically it's fired, so this green, it's turned blue, and there's a green box here with number 1 written on. Basically it means it has at least one Facebook pixel on this page. So basically it's collecting my information that is stored in my browser, and it's basically storing information into my browser. So when I come back into Facebook, it's going to start targeting me for ads. So Dyson basically know that I've been on their website now, so I'm going to start seeing Dyson ads. So you can use your Facebook pixel to even build a lookalike audience based on the traffic that's come to your site, or target people that have come to your website and haven't purchased, or you know, have just come to your website, and you can retarget them. That's a whole nother video, retargeting and all of that, but just keep that in mind. Get that Facebook ad pixel installed on your website ASAP. It's going to make a huge difference going forward. You want to start collecting that information as soon as you possibly can. But like I said, nothing to worry about. Facebook pixels, super easy. Now let's get into the meat of this video. Let's set up our first Facebook ad. This is extremely simple. Like I said, we're just going to set up a traffic ad, and we're going to hit traffic, come down here, and we're going to give this campaign a name. So let's call it YouTube test ad. So you have a couple of options here. So we can A/B split test your creative placement, audience, and delivery optimization. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. Or you optimize your budget across different ad sets. So we're not going to worry about that at the moment. But basically this means campaign budget optimization will distribute your budget across ad sets to get more results depending on your delivery optimization choices and bid strategy. You can control your spending on each ad set. So at the moment we're on the campaign level, so we're picking our objectives, and if you look on the left hand side we have the ad set, and then we have the actual ad. So the ad set's where you actually pick your audience and who you're targeting and your budget, all of that good stuff, and then your ad is like the copy and the image and the links that you're sending people to. But we're just going to come into here and we're just going to hit set up ad account. We're going to run through this. Yeah, I'm not going to set this up. You just go in there and set up your Facebook ad if you haven't already done so. Just click on the options. They present you, fill out the information. And here is basically where you're going to give your ad set a name. So who are we targeting? What type of people are we targeting? Who do you want to target? This is where we're going to put in here. So for this we're just going to say test, and we're going to let's pretend we're a coffee store. So we're going to say coffee shop Louisville. So that's where I live. So we're going to target people inside of Louisville for the coffee shop. And basically it's going to ask here, where do you want to send your traffic to? Do you want to send it to a website? Do you want to send it to an app? Do you want to send it to a messenger? Or do you want to send it to a WhatsApp? Now, like I've said in the past video, we're not going to set up a traffic ad to run traffic to an app, messenger, or WhatsApp. We're going to just send traffic to the website. If we want to set up a Facebook app install ad, we go back and we set it up at the objective level. Don't worry about that. just do, as I've said in the last sort of objective bit, pick your objective wisely and stick with that. You're going to get much better results going forward with that. We're going to have a couple of options here. So here's a relatively new feature from Facebook, Dynamic Creative. So basically you provide individual assets like image, headlines, and automatically generate optimized creative combinations for your audience. So basically what this does, if I go back to Facebook, we can select multiple different images for this one ad, or multiple different ad headlines, or multiple different copy, and basically Facebook will start to show that to different people, that it will optimize the ad. So if it feels like a particular image would do better for this type of person, it would show this image. But that's going to be another video for another lesson. I'm going to break that down in more detail. It's relatively simple, but for this we're just going to set up a basic Facebook ad. One image, one header, headline, and one piece of copy. So we don't need to worry about that. Here you can drive an offer. So if you turn this on, select whatever business page you're looking to run to. So let's go to one of my clients and create offer. Here you can run through and set up offers. We're going to go through offers in a different video. Like I said, it's a different ballpark in itself, but here you can set up an offer. So like if we're a coffee shop, like 20% off your first order, or 20% off of, you know, if you spend over $50 or whatever it is, you know, buy one get one free. And you can set it up. Here you can set the end date, the details for this offer. So like if you have any small print, you know, like this can only be used one person, whatever, you know, simple stuff like that. End date, so when will this finish? End time, what time that day will it finish? Is this for online? Is it in store? Is it both? Do you need a code? Do you need one code, unique code? How does that work? You know, and then you have your total offers available. But we're not going to worry about that because offers are a completely different ballpark. But if you're looking to set up offers, obviously you can do it here. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to come to audiences. Right, so like I've said, build an audience as fast as you possibly can is going to be key to your Facebook success. Now if you're just starting inside of Facebook, obviously you're not going to have this audience built. So you know, you don't need to worry about it at the moment. This is a brand new ad account, so obviously I've got no audiences set up. So just ignore this for the time being, and we'll come back to this in another video and also a later point in this video. So say we're a coffee shop and we're looking to target people. So here we have locations. We're looking to target people in a specific location, aren't we? So let's just go to Google a second and type in coffee shop near me, and let's just pull up a coffee shop. So let me show you. You can target us, like you can get extremely specific here with the locations. So what you would do is you would take that address, whatever address yours is. I've just taken this one for an example, and then we put it into Google. Why is that not loading? Come on, load. So you take that address, put your address in here, and basically, you know, it's gonna find this location, and it's gonna set a radius around this location. So extremely helpful. If you're just looking to target like a state or a country in general, then you would just instead of type in like the specific address, you type in the United States or India or UK or Brazil. You get the point. If you're looking for a specific state, you just type in Texas, California, New York, Florida, whatever, you get the point. But this, obviously, for a local store, this is going to be extremely helpful. So we can make this radius, this blue circle, so this blue circle, anybody that's in this blue circle is going to receive could potentially receive our Facebook ad. So we can go up to like 50 miles around our store, or we can bring it and make it even more narrow and go as far as like 1 mile. So everyone around our store in the 1 mile radius is going to receive our ad. So for this, I'm just going to set up like 10 miles, you know, or 8 miles. Let's say 5 miles. You know, there are a ton of different coffee shops inside of Louisville. You're not going to drive 10, 20, 30 miles to go to one specific coffee shop unless it's like incredible. So that's how you set up, like, you're targeting a specific location. Like I said, if you're looking to target statewide or countrywide, you just type in the country or state. You can also exclude, so certain locations. So if you're looking to like get rid of like anybody in Carrollton, or like different cities, or like Denton, or, you know, if you're targeting like United States but you didn't want to target like Florida for some reason or other, you know, you can't do business in Florida or California or whatever, you can exclude country, states. You can go worldwide and exclude different countries. You can go countrywide and exclude different states. Really simple stuff, but you know, you can get pretty specific with it. But that's how that works. And then we move down to age. So what's the age range of people that are coming into this coffee shop? It could be, you know, it could be pretty broad. So you can go from like 13 to 65, or we can get pretty specific with it. So let's say that, you know, we're a pretty hip, trendy coffee shop, you know, for all the youngsters out there, for the gram. So we're gonna say 18 to 35, and we can get pretty specific with the gender as well. So we can either go men, or like who's more likely to come into our coffee store. Is it women? Do women come into our store, or is it more men, or is there a 50 split? If you know this, you can just put this in. Obviously, if you're a store owner, you're going to know this better than I am. So, you know, do what you think's best here. And then we're going to come down to languages. Here, you know, you can type in, so if these people speak a specific language, they're going to receive your ad. So again, I'm just going to type in English US, but if you want like Spanish people as well to receive this, obviously being in Texas, a lot of Spanish people here, so speak Spanish, so I'm going to put Spanish there as well. Now, here is where we're going to start building up our target demographic. So, if we haven't already got an audience built, because we haven't, this is our first one, we're looking to get this as best we possibly can. So, here is where I'd recommend playing around with just for as long as you like, but basically include people who match one or least of the following. So basically your demographic and targeting is define your audience by including or excluding demographics, interests, or behaviors. So what type of person you're looking to target, what are their interests, and what sort of behaviors do they take. So if we're looking to target coffee shops, so we could say interests, food and drink, beverages, coffee, and so clearly we're targeting people now who like coffee. And let's say we also want to target people who drink tea, and we want to target people who like soft drinks. So that's cool. And then let's say, you know, we want to target people who also like Starbucks. So let's type in Starbucks here and click on Starbucks. So now we're basically targeting people in this area here who like Starbucks, or like coffee, or like soft drinks, or like tea. So extremely important to remember. There's other things we can do, so demographics, what type of education level are they sort of associate degree, college, if you're looking for people in college at the moment or in high school to come to your hip coffee store, then obviously you could do that. You could target different types of schools and stuff like that. So financial income, you could target people based on their income, so financial income, household income. So if you're looking for the top 10% of the people in the zip code that you put in, then it would just target people in that top 10% bracket. So we're going to come off here. I'm going to go to life events. Anniversary. Is there an anniversary within 30 days? Is it people's wedding anniversary, stuff like that? Is it birthday? Is it birthday month? Birthday coming up? You can target people based on if their birthday's coming up. Facebook obviously knows when somebody's birthday is. New job. So if someone's got a new job, you can target them. New relationship. There's a ton of different stuff that you can do with this. So I recommend playing around with it. You obviously are going to know who likes your, what your target demographic is better than I do. So spend a bit of time playing around with this, find different audiences to mix and match, and we can go from there. Now, I want to jump into this here. We have a couple of options that says exclude people or narrow audience. So basically at the moment we're targeting people that either like Starbucks or like coffee or like soft drinks or like tea. So if somebody fits into one of these demographics, they're going to see our ad. Now if we want people, say we also for whatever reason, we're serving steaks now. We're serving steaks. We've got this cool coffee shop and it serves steaks. So what we do, we want to target people who like steaks as well as coffee. So there's two types of ways of phrasing this. You want to be very clear. So it's or and. So or and. So at the moment it's like Starbucks or likes coffee or likes soft drinks or likes tea. So if somebody fits into one of these demographics, they're going to see our ad. So now we're going to narrow that audience, and we're going to say likes steak. So steak, likes ribeye steak. That's how specific, we're targeting people who either like some form of coffee, soft drinks, or tea, and they have to like ribeye steak. If they don't meet either of these requirements, they're not going to see our ad. So let's say we're running a steakhouse. Just for this example, I'm making it up. We're targeting people who want to see our steakhouse, want to go to a steakhouse, and all we serve is meat. So we're going to probably want to exclude people who are vegetarian or vegan, right? So let's say vegan nutrition. So if people are interested in vegan nutrition, they're not going to see our ad. So here we have like Starbucks or likes coffee or likes drinks or likes tea and has to like steak, but they can't be vegan to see our ad. So you see what I'm saying there? If you have any questions about that, obviously be sure to let me know, but it's pretty simple. So they have to like one of these and they have to like this, but they cannot be vegan to see our ad. You see what I'm saying? So pretty simple. We want to keep this in mind. We want to get as detailed as we possibly can with this. Now I just want to bring your attention to this audience size here. Now obviously we have this sort of chart here in the middle, this meter. Basically, and it's telling me at the moment that our audience is too specific and our ad's not going to run. Basically we can't target anyone. Our audience is too small. So basically a good rule of thumb is we want to try and get this in between. We don't want it to be too specific and we don't want to be too broad. So we want to play around with these demographics to we can get it doesn't obviously have to be bang on 50% in the middle. It could be either one way or the other, especially with these like broad audiences without without our custom audience set up. We want to make this as broad, like down 50% as much as we possibly can. So I recommend spending a bit of time here inside of this sort of detailed targeting to try and get it up to, you know, that 50% mark. So I'm just going to remove that, and obviously at the moment, as you can see, it's gone down to it's gone up to broad. Obviously, you know, you're not going to have a coffee shop that you know, you're looking for a coffee shop that sells steak. You know, that's extremely specific niche, isn't it? But I'm just making it up for this example. So keep that in mind when you're building out your target demographics. So let's move on, and we can come down here and we can click save this audience. So this is like, obviously, if this ad does well in the future, and we look to run specific ads to this, you know, using this audience again in the future, basically we can come down here and just click on save this audience, and then let's call it, like, you know, coffee steak lovers, you know, and then we could type out 18 to 35. You want to make this as specific as you can, obviously, so you can easily look at it and go, oh, okay, cool, Louisville. So, and just hit save. We've saved that audience. So now you come up here next time you run an ad, and then you would just say use a saved audience, and then you would click on that audience we've just saved. So let's come down here and let's go to, so we've done our audience, we've gone through the offer. Now let's go to placement. Facebook is automatically going to put it on automatic placement. So basically what that's going to do is it's going to show it in as many different places as it possibly can. You probably don't want to do that. It's just too broad. It's just too all over the place. You don't want to do that. Obviously, you don't want your ad appearing here, and you don't want it appearing here. For this example, we just want it to appear in the newsfeed. So when people are scrolling on their Facebook, either on their phone or on their computer, whatever, they're just going to see their ad appear in the newsfeed. So we're going to click off this, and we'll click on Edit Placement. So it's going to give us a few different options. We're just going to tick off all of these. We don't want our ad to show in Instagram. We don't want our ad to show in audience networks. And we don't want our ad to show in Messenger. So we're just going to click off these. And we just want our ad to show in the newsfeed. So if you're looking to obviously run Instagram ads in the future, you would do exactly the same thing as I'm teaching you in this one, this video. You just come into Instagram and click off all of them, and then just put in feed. And if you're looking to set up an Instagram story, you would do story. It's as simple as that. But that's a different video for a different day. So we come down here, and now we can target what type of people, or what devices are people going to see. So are we going to do we do a specific device, or how's that going to work? So we're going to do all mobile devices. Are we going to do Android devices? Are we going to do iOS devices? Are we going to do feature phones only? I can't see any need, unless you're targeting a specific audience, to do one of these specific types. So I would just click on all mobile devices. Now here is an option that's, you know, relatively new. Only show your ad when connected to Wi-Fi. So basically, if somebody's not connected to Wi-Fi, they're not going to see your ad. I think this is a pretty handy one because, you know, it shows that people are in a specific location, like either at home or at work. You know, they're on their phone, they've got time to sort of go through your offer or whatever. If you have no idea where these people are if they're connected to 3G. They could be sat in a car park. They've got 2 minutes to spare, so they're quickly checking their Facebook. Probably not going to have time to go through your funnel, are they? So keep that in mind when obviously building up your Facebook campaign. So I always try and take this on. Now we're going to come down to budget, and this is extremely simple. So we have our daily budget of, so at the moment our ad is set to spend $20 a day, no more than $20 a day, for as long as we continuously until we decide to end it. So at the moment it's going to spend $140 per week. So for that, we could get, for this money, we could get a reach of around 3,000 to 8,000 people per day, and around about 14 to 41 link clicks per day. Now that's just an estimate that Facebook gives us. It could be more, it could be less, depending on how good your ad is. So, you know, to start with, I'd set up an end date, and then I would choose something sort of 3 or 4 days away, just so you can gather as much information as you possibly can. At the moment, this is set up for a month. So this would run for this ad that we've set up would run constantly for 1 month. So here we are. Now we're going to optimize our ad for what type of delivery is it going to give. So are we going to do landing page views? So people who view our landing page. So basically you'll get charged every time somebody views your landing page. Are we going to do it for link clicks? So optimize our ad to get more link clicks, impressions, or daily unique view reach. So we deliver our ads to people up to once a day. So, you know, like I said earlier with that reach thing, we could go deep or we can go wide, so somebody can only see our ad once per day, twice per day, 3 times per day, whatever. I'm going to set it up for link clicks. I think that's the best way to go about it, but obviously, you know, spend a bit of time. You can A/B split test this to see what works best for you and your budget. Bid strategy, so set a bid cap. So how much are you willing to spend per click? $2 or $4. You know, the more you spend, the more your ad's going to be shown, basically. So set a bid cap. You know, the lower you go, the less often your ad's going to be seen. So as you can see, if I adjust that to like 0, 0, as you can see on the right hand side, that like drops down like massively. So keep that in mind. You know, you don't have to set it up to do set a cap on each link, but if you want to, if you're on a tight budget, then you might want to do that. So that's our ad set all set up. I recommend spending a bit of time in this, building out your audience as much as you can. We'll go into audiences a bit more in another video. Audience Insights. There's a tool that Facebook provides called Audience Insights that basically allows you to build out a huge demographic based on, you know, whatever you're trying to target. But we can go into that because, again, it's just another ballpark. So now we're going to run into our ad. So here is where we're going to set up our copy and also our image and also our headline. So here's where you're going to select your Facebook page. So you would come in here and you would select your business Facebook page and then just click it there. Then we have what type of ad we want to run. So we have a carousel, so multiple different, if you've got multiple different products you want people to see, then you can select carousel, or you can do a single image or video, or you can do a collection, a group of items that opens into a full screen mobile experience. So I recommend A/B split testing this, and I'll get into how to A/B split test at the end of this video. You know, the basics of A/B split testing, but you know, this is something to play around with. I recommend just starting out, go with the single image or video, just so you can get your sort of a feel for how Facebook ads work, and as you get more and more advanced, obviously you can go carousel or collection. So here's where we're going to upload our image that we're going to use. So we can either use a free stock image that Facebook provides. You know, these are pretty generic, that, you know, that have no copyright or anything like that. You can just use these to run as you please for your ads, but they're pretty generic, as you can see. They're from Shutterstock, so they come directly from that. Or you can create your own image using something like Canva. I'll you know, go over to Canva if you want to set up a Facebook ad image. It's free and very simple to use. I'll create a video on how to use Canva for you guys. So I'm just going to use this one. And this is going to be our image for our video, for our ad. So as you can see, I come down here and this is what our ad is currently looking like. And then, so here is where we set up what what we're sending our traffic to. So we send our traffic to a website or a Facebook event. I'm obviously just going to do Facebook event for website traffic for this, so keep that in mind, obviously. As you build it out, like we said, we've already been over this, keep your objectives as close to, whatever you're trying to achieve as you possibly can. And then obviously here's our text, so I'm going to use our text, test, and as you can see, a test copy is starting to come up here. Now, one hint and tip I'm going to give you guys, if you haven't got any clue on how to start building out your copy or what sort of images to use, Facebook released this kind of cool tool recently. And if I come to the Dyson page, so this is Dyson vacuums and all of that good stuff. If I come to their Facebook page, I can see exactly what ads they're running and what images and copy they're using. So if I come down here, it's on the left hand side, come to the bottom and click on Info and Ads, we can see exactly what ads Dyson are running, which is extremely cool, don't you think? You can set it up. You can come in here and see the exact copy they're using, what they're using, what landing pages they're sending people to, all of that good stuff, what videos they're using. So you can come in here, so if you were, for whatever, say for this example, you're building out, you're selling vacuums, some of you might be selling vacuums, you can come to Dyson and see what they're using in their copy, what videos and images they're using, and what type of landing pages they're using. So I recommend you doing that. So if you're like running a coffee shop, you could go to like Starbucks or stuff like that, see what type of copy they're using, and see what type of images and videos they're using. So let's head back to here, to our ad. Let's just take this copy here. And a good example, what you want to do and keep in mind when you're building out your copy is you want to grab people's attention and you don't want to lose their attention. So a great way to do this, if I just bring you here, so here's a great way to lose attention. As soon as I land on this is not very appealing, is it? It's just a huge block of text. You look at it and it's just a daunting task. You're just going to scroll on by. You're not going to read it. It's just boring. It's difficult. It's like a chore, isn't it, to read this? So don't just use huge blocks of text like this. Let me just copy and paste this and just show you what it looks like in our Facebook ad. It's going to look shocking. Like, man, nobody is gonna, if you saw that, you were gonna be like, no chance, mate, no chance. But, and again, you saw that on your desktop, you've scrolling on, not paying attention to this crap. So keep that in mind, obviously. And then, so one thing I recommend you do, and Brian Dean, the guy who does Backlinko, he's great at doing this for his blogs, is break down the text as much as you possibly can. So look at the way he's broken down his copy here. Let me copy and paste this. When it loads, bring it into our Facebook ad. Just look how much better that looks. Basically, this is the ultimate guide to writing awesome copy. Somebody scrolls across that and they see that, they're just going to start, this grabbing their attention straight away. And they're becoming more and more, they're becoming interested and they're naturally start scrolling. So you want to do as much as you possibly can to grab people's attention and keep their attention. So consider that when you're building out your copy. One thing I want to go into about images as well is you don't want to use too much text on your image. For some reason, Facebook is a real pain about this. That if you use too much text, it will basically hammer your ad, so it won't show your ad to as many people as it possibly should. So keep that in mind when selecting what type of image to use. Facebook has this thing called the Facebook Overlay tool. And basically what it does is it allows you to test your image before you run an ad on it. So let me just let me just like use like like a random image. So let's use this one here. If I upload this, so it says too much text on this, your ad may not run. So keep this in mind. Come over here, upload your image, and see how well Facebook is going to say that your ad's going to run. If it's got too much text on it, it might not run, or it's just going to do poorly. It's just Facebook is just not going to show it as much as it should. So like, come down here and just select like another image. I'll just use a random one for this example. I'll use this one. And you just basically want to get the green tick. Image okay, you know, your Facebook ad will run normally. So you just want to keep that in mind when building out your Facebook copy and all of that, images and stuff. So we'll scroll down, we've inputted our copy into our text, and now we're going to use a website URL. So use your website, and then whatever you know, your landing page, whatever you want to send people to, just put that in here. And then obviously we're going to use our headline. So whatever our headline is, that's that there. So test, you know, this is where you want to grab people's attention, like free coffee for a year. Like, you know, you just want to use as much, you know, use this as much as you possibly can to grab people's attention. Like, just think about like what would make you stop scrolling on your feed and pay attention to this ad. So keep that in mind when obviously building out your Facebook ads. Now, this is how to build out an ad from scratch. Like I said, what you want to do when you're building out a Facebook ad is, like I've said about that, social proof. So you want to use social proof as much as you possibly can. So what I would recommend you do is I would post your content into your Facebook page. So you would come into your Facebook page, go to your Facebook page, create a post it inside of Facebook, then build out your advertisement on the back end of things. So come in here, post out all of your copy, your text, all of that good stuff, like so. And then what you would do is you would come onto the back end of things. So come back into the Facebook, scroll to the top, use existing post, and then select a post here. So, and then you would find that and then hit continue. And then what you would do, like I said, well, at the moment we're using a traffic ad, but you would build an engagement ad in, like I've shown you, in the objectives, and then you would build out your audience to grab as much, you know, engagement as you possibly can. So Facebook would start showing this your ad to people who like your ad, you know, click on your ad, share your ad. You know, Facebook is just going to start showing this to people who like click and like stuff all the time and share stuff all of the time, so you get results. One tip for this is instead of targeting someone in the US or someone like that, you would use like a third world country like India or like Pakistan or like, you know, one of these places that Facebook's like just starting out there. So the Facebook ads is extremely cheap, so you can get like likes for like half a cent or something like that, you know, something ridiculous. So you could get like 500 likes, 200 shares for like $10. I'm not even kidding. And then once you've got that social proof inside of Facebook already built up using like places like India, Pakistan, stuff like that, you would come into Facebook, and as it would have all of these likes and shares saved. So you would select that post, and you would use that post to then to set up your ad. So when people see your ad, it's going to have a ton of likes, a ton of shares, without, you know, you having to spend too much to get that initial social proof. And that's basically it, guys. Setting up your Facebook ads, extremely easy. Like I said, you want to kick back as much of this work to Facebook as soon as you possibly can. It's really simple to do, guys. And we're going to run through now some A/B split testing, the basics of A/B split testing, and also, you know, troubleshooting some of your ads. So if your ad's not getting clicks, or you know it's getting clicks but it's not getting conversions, we're going to go through the basics of that now at the end of this video. Okay, so let's jump out of the computer now and go through that.